And so I've done a bunch of personal research and I've read a lot of interesting books around this. Stop, Ask, Explore from Joan Ball is about navigating change in times of uncertainty. She's the founder of the Wayfinders Club on Clubhouse. And it's really about resourcing or understanding our situation and how we can ask. It's really why the ask and explore piece of this are really fascinating in how we can use and learn our experience with other people as we progress on this thing called life, especially when we're at these points of transition where we don't know what's next. I've read and found Flourish, Martin Seligman's aspect, how Martin Seligman talks about positive psychology, which is the five-fold acronym of well-being, PERMA, positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. Started looking at that. How does our interpersonal interaction connect with our sense of accomplishment, connect with our sense of meaning, engagement, positive emotions? It's a ton of fertile ground there. I also was turned on to Scott Barry Kaufman's Transcend, a new science of self-actualization. This book is incredible about developmental psychology and how much of developmental psychology connects with our ability, you guessed it, to interact and learn from other human beings in real time. Love, purpose, new experiences, exploration, and transcendence, which is an essential aspect of self-actualization, is to transcend the self, happens more often when we are in direct community and communication with other human beings that are on similar paths that they care about living a good life, benefiting the planet, doing creative work that makes them feel whole and good, right? And then that connected to the science of listening. Kate Murphy's You're Not Listening, What You're Missing and Why It Matters. I love this book in the sense that listening is an art and a skill and a key trademark of what it means to show up to the people and how rare it is that we actually show up to and for the people that we maybe are on the kind of fringes where it's like we kind of know them but we kind of don't. Like that. Listening to relative strangers is one of the best gifts we can give them, especially in a container where we're going to see those relative strangers for 7 weeks and then maybe never see them again. And then this has led me to the behemoth that I got from our Colorado State Library. I'm still faculty there, so I have this on 6-month checkout. The Theory and Practice of Group Psychotherapy, which is fascinating because it's not my wheelhouse. And this is not, I should say, giant disclaimer, this is not therapy and it's not psychotherapy. Even though a psychotherapist took the course and said that it was the most therapeutic thing he's done outside of therapy and the most educational thing he's done outside of education, which is still one of my favorite testimonials. I freaking love this book and have been digesting it way more than I thought because the perceptiveness and the observation that goes into being a good group leader, how you see the dynamics between people and kind of make sure that the orientation is to the here and now and the kind of the process of seeing and being seen, exploring, asking the questions, again, of what does it mean to live a good life and why does it matter? When we do this with other people and see what comes up, magic things really happen. So I hope this gives you a little snapshot into the 1.5 year intellectual journey that I've been on around exploring what it means to live a quality good life and how much of that quality good life has to do with how we relate to other people in real time, how we listen to other people, how we care for other people, and how we end up caring and listening to ourselves as part of that process. So a big punchline of the course now that I didn't have at the beginning of the course is, if you're going to take a course on living the good life, we have this kind of cultural assumption that this is about me. So if I'm taking a course in living the good life, I'm going to learn how I'm going to live a good life. Me, my good life. When in reality, a really good life is one that we share and engage with other human beings. So living a good life, maybe, just maybe, is less about being interested in my own good life and being more interested in how I can show up and help cultivate the conditions for the good lives of other people. Namely, listening, caring, being humble, practicing courageous generosity, these kinds of virtues and values that form who we are and then help us live a good life anyway. That's connected to a whole bunch of new questions that I didn't really expect to have at the beginning of this journey that I'm really grateful to have right now about how we interact with other human beings, what that looks like, how that connects to the science of teaching, friendship, facilitating, leading and hosting good parties. A lot of these questions that have come up on the TikTok over the past year and a half have been an expression of my growing awareness of the power of interpersonal interaction and interpersonal learning. Okay, so what does this mean? If we are on the path of wisdom, that means we are interested in practicing the art of living well with good discernment, judgment, perspective taking, skillful interaction with ourselves and our life design and our life path. A big part of that is how we listen and engage with others.